Hello everybody, happy Thursday. I did this video presentation to a listener last night, and it was an impromptu recording. It may not be clear at times, so I'm doing a remake now. Okay, learning real English conversations. Today we are going to learn something from Hoge, and I'm going to share them with you here. Likewise, if you have read something of interest, or you can use this script for practice sessions, use your electronic device and record your practice session and share it in the group for everybody to listen. That's good practice for you. Okay, English conversation is quite different from English reading. Conversation uses a different type of English, including different vocabulary. So why do you need to understand conversational English? In order to understand the English that native speakers use to communicate with one another. You need to learn the English that native speakers use with their friends, their families, their co-workers. This is the common everyday English that we constantly use. And yet, this kind of English cannot be found in English textbooks. Schools don't teach it. Very few English learners know it. That's why so many learners can't understand regular conversations. Common casual conversation should be the first thing you learn. The first need, after all, is to communicate with other people. You want to chat with people on the bus, make friends, understand what they are saying. You want to talk to co-workers. You want to understand TV shows and movies. Learn that first, then and only then focus on academic English. Here's a definition of a native speaker. A native speaker of English refers to someone who has learned and used English from early childhood. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is the speaker's only language, but it means it has been the primary means of communication. For instance, I've been using English from my childhood days until present day. So that makes me a native English speaker. Learn by listening, not by studying grammar rules. Learn phrases, not individual words. The most important rule, listen first. What is the rule? Simple. The rule is listening. You must listen to understandable English. You must listen to English every day. Don't read textbooks. Textbooks are for children. You are an adult. Listen to English. It's that simple. That's the key to your English success. Stop reading textbooks. Start listening every day. Listen with your ears, not your eyes. In most schools, you learn English with your eyes. You read textbooks, you study grammar rules. But what we are suggesting here is a listening system. You learn English with your ears, not your eyes. Listen 1 to 3 hours every day. Your speaking improves quickly. You speak English easily. Spend most of your study time listening, and that is the key to great speaking. The secret to speaking easily is to learn every word and phrase deeply into your brain. To speak English easily, you must learn English deeply. You must repeat all lessons or listening many times. When we are talking about learning something deeply, it means you totally learn it and master it. Stop trying to hurry. This isn't a race. Learning a lot of words is useless if you can't understand and use them in real conversation. And speaking of grammar, how do you learn it deeply without studying grammar rules? Of course, we need to use English grammar correctly when we speak. But you don't learn it from studying English grammar rules or memorizing a bunch of rules in an English textbook. Instead, use point of view stories. A point of view story is a technique for learning English grammar, and specifically for learning spoken English grammar. Point of view stories are the most powerful way to learn and use English grammar automatically. You must learn grammar by listening to real English. The best way is to listen to the same story told in different times. These are points of view: past, perfect, present, future. How do you do this? Easy. Find a story or article in the present tense, then ask your friend or your tutor to write it again in the past with perfect tenses and in the future. Finally, ask him or her to read and record these stories for you. These are the secrets to real spoken English. So, with that said, it's good practice if you can use this script as a practice session for you in the group. Share it in the group and listen and play back, and after a number of times practicing speaking, you will find that you can speak according to the script in a very smooth and fluent fashion. So with that, let's get started to practice. You can use this script. I think it's quite a good script to practice speaking. So let's have everybody doing it, okay?